I've been living in Canada for over 12 years now.
בוא נתקד את זה, זה פשוט פדיחה, אז תשאיר את זה, תוציא את זה כשאתה עושה את הסרט.
And what are you making us for breakfast?
בייגל עם חביתה, or for the non-speaking Hebrew people, בייגל with חביתה, omelet.
When I was 18, there was an expected and yet sudden move within the family, where my mother, after my parents' divorce, decided to move back to Israel.
I moved with my sister and my mom. My brother stayed here. Overall, the transition was good, smooth and good. After about a month or two, like we never left Israel.
The move was made in mid-August, and at that point it was kind of, are you coming or are you staying?
He never said that I'm not going, I'm staying. We never had that discussion. We just said, okay, go to college. That's it, just go and study.
It was kind of, I would say, a choice that I wasn't ready for from one end. And from the other end, it was a choice that didn't make much sense at the moment for me to do.
We lived here. It's not like we lived in Israel until he was 18, and 2 weeks before he joined the army, we took him and ran away. His life was already here. He's here since he was 10 years old. So
that's how 18 started, and my decision was I stayed in Canada on my own, and life continued from there.
Yeah, but I remember when being in grade 1, there was this kid, who gave me a little trouble, so I called him once. It was over.
The relationship between me and my brother, it's an adult relationship. It's essence. I mean, it's not like the same kids relationship. Of course, there is a regret for me when I chose not to go back at the age of 18 to Israel.
Yes, I'd like him to move back to Israel.
That was it. 5-1. The guy is... What I miss most about my brother, it's whatever. It's things that you miss. Being with him, the environment, playing with him and my cousins, so just playing with him and my sister. Yes, it's the fighting, it's the disagreements, it's the screaming that my mother gets upset on both of us.
What am I gonna miss? His presence. Sometimes annoying, sometimes good. The regular things.
It's not my brother as an individual. You're talking about my brother, my sister, and my mother, and my grandparents, and everybody. It's difficult.
מקום טוב. יש שם תור. אני עשיתי את הרוטין הזה כל יום, תגיד לי את התור. אתה לא עשית את הרוטין הזה 4 שנים. אני אעשה את זה כל פעמיים בשנה. ואני יודע מה שקורה.
את זה אתה מצלם?
כן.
דווקא את זה? לא, בסדר. אז לא רבנו כי מתוך אהבה.
For someone like me, of course, who are a Jewish, a religious person as well, that keeps all the Chagim and so on, Hanukkah, Purim, Pesach, or not being with my family. It's difficult, it's very difficult. It's something that you never get used to. But that's one of the negative aspects of staying here and living here on your own. Regardless where you are, living without your family. And that's the thing that I can say I miss the most.
He's just my big brother. He's not there, so there's stuff that I can't do, but when he is there, and not something, there's not nothing major,
do I miss them or is it difficult? Yes, there's no question about it. It's just that, and let me correct myself. I didn't get used to the routine. There is no routine in this kind of circumstances. But I came to terms with where I am and the way my lifestyle is going. Let's put it that way.
מה אתה עושה? כנראה הוא סטאפ. מספיק, אתה מגזים.
גם אני רוצה ללכת לצבא, כי אני רוצה להיות חייל. גם אני רוצה ללכת לצה"ל, לצבא הגנה לישראל, כדי להגן על ישראל. גם אני רוצה ללכת לצבא, כי זאת חוויה, אני פשוט רוצה.
I can say that I'm jealous of my brother in some aspects because he got to see Israel that I didn't.
Like he said, he's jealous of me because of the Israeli experience, which is like a big thing, which is like an emotional thing or whatever. I don't have anything by that kind to be jealous of.
He knows Israel better than I do, in some aspects. And it's something that I will never get to really experience. Well, some things I will never get to experience. I will never be able to go back to my teenager years and live that as an Israeli, in Israel.
If I'm jealous, it's by stuff like, oh, he has a driver's license or whatever, you know, something unimportant.
1-0. חיכיתי לרגע, חיכיתי. רוצה לשלם לו עוד משחק מותק, 1-1?
אתה משלם עליי.
Who won? Who won? Hold on. Who won?
מפסיד משלם, I won. פוקס.
What runs through my mind? I don't know. I can't describe it. It's the unknown kind of thing. It's the feeling that, you know, something has taken place, even with all the modern sciences and the technology that we have today. The fact is, I'm still thousands of kilometers away from them. You know, what can I do? Sometimes, you know, a person can go nuts because, like, there was a bombing near the place where they lived. I called my family. They were not home. I right away called my aunt, which lives nearby. She wasn't home, or there was no answer. And I went to my other aunt, and she wasn't home. And I went to my grandparents. And you're running through all those phone calls. At the end, to find out, yes, everybody was at school, at work, and nothing, thank God, nothing happened to anybody. But, yeah, it can drive a person crazy. But there's nothing else that I can say. I mean, feelings, you know, it's any feelings that you can think of. It's the unknown that you're afraid of, and the careness, and chas v'chalila, assuming that something will happen. You know, what can you do, being this far? How can you help? How could you have supported or stopped things? Yes, it's sometimes it's a shady feeling.
Well, there have been some bombings in the north and whatnot, so let's cut for 1 sec.
אלון, אתה עונה?
הלו. מה נשמע? בסדר גמור, את תפס אותי פה באמצע הבישול. כן, הנה, משה התעורר עכשיו. תדבר.
אני יודע.
Who's he talking to?
אני עוד לא ניסיתי.
my mom, our mom.
לוקח אותו פה לטיולים, מסתובב איתו. לא כל כך דווקא. הוא אומר שקר לו, מה אני יכול לעשות? יחסית זה חם פה. טוב. מה אצלכם? בסדר, תמסור שם דש.
This is bad.
טוב, שנייה. אלון, סבא רוצה אותך.
טוב, תסגור את החביתה עוד דקה. הלו. מה העניינים זה? איך את מרגישה? אבל בסך הכל בסדר? בסדר. אוקיי. ביי סבתא. ביי סבתא. כך. יצא לי קצת חדר. סביר.
What's the question?
How does it make you feel getting a phone call from Israel?
It's very nice to be able to speak to my family.
אתה מצטרף?
אני צריך לנקות את הבלגן שעשיתי.
אז תנקה את זה אחרי שאתה אוכל.
I would have to say that the relationship between me and my brother, it's an adult relationship. It's essence. I mean, it's not like the same kids relationship. It's not, you know, okay, playing toys kind of thing. It's more conversational and an adult relationship. I mean, you're talking to, in essence, the average between us is the 20.
First of all, I bully him. Beating up, there's no beating up. And what else was there?
Brotherly advice.
Yeah, sure, why not? All that. I hope he'll come back to Israel. He'll do the army, he'll do whatever he has to do. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna fight. But yeah, if it was up to me, I'd bring him back to Israel.
And there are many, many factors which are always stay the same. Sometimes they change positions for the yes or for the no side. And sometimes there are new factors that are being added which always make it very hard to make the decision.
And it's up to him. It's not something you just decide, you pack your bags and move, but yeah, it's possible.
I don't know. What I do know is all the time I know my goal for the next few months or the next year or so that are coming. In the next year or so, I see myself living here because that's the best for me. Like there is no, I cannot move to Israel in the next year. It wouldn't make sense to anyone or it's not possible. Strictly speaking, it's not possible.
If he would have come to Israel, he would have gone into the army. Now that he's in college, that he finished college, that he graduated with a degree from college, and he would come to Israel, he would still go to the army, but he would go and do something in his field. You know, they wouldn't just take him and put him somewhere nasty. And he's already with a job, already within a degree, so it's much better.
I have to come to terms and agree with the path that I have taken. Thinking about it, I will say that still my original path, the path that I have chose at that time was the right path to choose. Sometimes when you look back at things, you realize you did a mistake. At the moment, I still don't see that mistake. I don't think that I did a mistake.
I don't know if about any time soon, but yeah, he'll do that at one point or another.
My look into the future, I see myself living in Israel. When exactly and the date will it happen, I'm not sure.
Beside Tel Aviv.
אין לך כלום בתאים פה, נכון?
How was the trip?
Good.
Good? You have a good time?
Good, very good time. This is Aaron.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
We went together to Associated. Best friends in Canada. Left him here. He was here.
He had the good life.
I went to
You
Israel.
didn't have a good life?
Well, no, I had a pretty good life, but he had
Canadian
the real
Jew.
good life. He had the real good life in Israel.
He's leaving in 11 minutes.
Yeah. It will be okay, it will be okay. He will manage, I will manage, my sister will manage, my mom will manage, everybody will manage. Life goes on. הוא היה פה במשך שבועיים.
אל תתחיל עם זה.
אני אתחיל עם מקרו, אני אתן להם עכשיו דין וחשבון.
איזה דין וחשבון?
הוא היה פה שבועיים.
מי הכין לך פסטה אתמול?
אני יכול לדבר למצלמה?
מי הכין לך? מי סיפר אותך כל כך יפה, משה?
אח שלי עשה לי פסטה, המטבח על הפנים, הכלים בערימה כזאתי, וכמעט הוא שרף לי את המטבח כי נכנס מתחת לקירה עם הפסטה איפה שהאש. אז הוא עשה לי פסטה ואני צריך להגיד לו תודה. אני יכול לדבר על דבר לאמא שלי?
צלם.
anyway, שיהיה לכם כל טוב,
אחי ניתן לכם קסטה, אני מנסה ללמד אותו איך לעשות אותה, הוא לא רוצה להקשיב לי כמובן, כי הוא עקשן. מקווה שזה יהיה בסדר, שתוכלו לראות. עשיתי לידי משהו, עשיתי לכם משהו, לסבא וסבתא משהו, שלחנו לכם משהו חמוד, מקווה שתהנו ממנו. היי עדי, היי אמא, היי אתי, רועי, חלי, אדווה, סתיו, אסיף, מי שזה לא יהיה. זה הכל, אנחנו נוסעים לשדה תעופה עכשיו, וסוף סוף אני הולך לנקות את הבית שלי אחרי שבועיים של בלאגן, סוף סוף יחזור להיות בניקיון נורמלי כמו שהוא צריך להיות. הייתי יכול לעשות את זה עכשיו כמו מקוות.
Nice.
Been great.
Listen. Be a hero.
Usually people say don't be a hero.
No, I'm telling you, be a hero. Because heroes come back. Okay? You have good people who are waiting for you. So don't disappoint us. Go out there, kick some ass. Real kick ass, you know what I'm saying? But come back because you have a family, you have friends.
Don't worry.
Hold on, please take care of yourself.
And you're coming to visit me.
Next year.
If it's birthday or not, you're coming to visit us, right, man? Okay?
תשאיר איתי. כולנו ביחד, אני בנקובה, בארץ ישראל, יש לנו בית.
ויש לנו ארץ.
בארץ ישראל, בארץ ישראל שלי יפה וגם פורחת. מבנה ומנתה כולנו ביחד.
תל אביב.
כן, שלח לי אימיילס. תעשה שהם ישלחו את עדי בפסח. תגיד שהיה לך טיול נהדר, תשקר להם. ושהם ישלחו אותו גם כן. זהו מצבה ושטויות. זו הודעה של כולם, נקרא להם את הסרט. אל תאבד לי את ה-CD. שמעת?
לא, ברצינות, איך אתה?
פרידה, עוד פרידה, כמו כל הפרידות. הפעם אבל אני נשאר והם טסים, במקום שזה בדרך כלל ההפך.
There are always choices in life, and you never know in essence if you did the right choice or not, because you can never go back and view events as they could have been if you would have chosen the different path.